What if the money you think is protecting you is actually keeping you broke? Millions of Americans are told the same rule. Save 3 to 6 months of expenses in cash. Sounds smart. Sounds safe. Sounds responsible. But here's the dangerous part. If your emergency fund is sitting in the wrong place, inflation may be quietly destroying it every single year. And the real reason is even worse. Most people build an emergency fund so large, so passive, and so emotionally comforting, it becomes an excuse to stop building wealth. By the end of this video, you may completely rethink what financial security really means. Section 1: The problem. Everyone says emergency funds are non-negotiable. Personal finance gurus, banks, budget apps, even your parents. So people do the right thing. They park $10, $20, sometimes even $50 in a checking account, earning almost nothing. And then they feel safe. But here's where it gets dangerous. Safety and stagnation often look exactly the same. That money is not growing, not compounding, not protecting against inflation, not creating future income. It just sits there, slowly losing purchasing power. Most people never realize this. An oversized emergency fund can become a silent wealth killer. It feels productive, but financially, it may be dead money. Pattern interrupt. And the worst part? The bigger it gets, the harder it becomes to deploy. Because now it feels emotionally untouchable. That's where the lie begins. Section 2: Why it happens. So why do smart people fall into this trap? Because emergency funds are not just about math. They're about fear. Fear of layoffs. Fear of medical bills. Fear of car repairs. Fear of another recession. Fear of losing control. Cash feels like certainty. In uncertain times, certainty becomes addictive. And banks love this psychology. Your idle cash lowers their cost of capital while inflation quietly erodes your purchasing power. But the real reason is even worse. Many people confuse liquidity with security. Having cash available is useful. But real security comes from cash flow, skills, insurance, low debt, and optional income streams. A person with $30 in cash but one fragile paycheck may be less secure than someone with $5 cash plus strong income flexibility. That's the truth most people never hear. The emergency fund was supposed to protect you from emergencies, not become your entire wealth strategy. Section 3: Real example with numbers. Let's make this painfully real. Meet Jason. He's 32. Lives in Dallas. Makes $78 a year. His monthly expenses. Rent, $1.800. Car plus insurance, $650. Food, $600. Utilities plus subscriptions, $300. Debt payments, $450. Miscellaneous, $700. Total, $4.500 per month. So Jason follows the classic advice. Save 6 months. That means $27 in cash. He keeps it in a checking account, earning 0.1%. Feels responsible. Feels smart. But here's what happened. That same $27, if partially split. $10 high-yield emergency cash. $17 invested in index funds averaging 8%. After 10 years, that invested portion could grow to roughly A equals 17000, 1 plus 0.08, 10A equals 17000, 1 plus 0.08, caret, 10, A equals 17000, 1 plus 0.08, 10. That's over $36.700. A difference of nearly $20 plus. From one decision. One emotional belief. One safe habit. But here's where it gets dangerous. Jason never saw the loss. Because hidden losses never feel like losses. That's why this trap is so powerful. Section 4, the solution framework. So what should you do instead? Not ditch the emergency fund. Build it smarter. Step 1. Separate true emergencies from lifestyle anxiety. A true emergency is job loss, medical issue, urgent home repair, major car repair. It is not impulse travel, holiday shopping, random Amazon spending, lifestyle upgrades. Most people pad their emergency fund for emotional comfort, not actual risk. That's why it gets bloated. Step 2. Use a tiered safety system. Instead of one giant cash pile, split it. Tier 1 30 days cash. Keep 1 month of expenses instantly available. For Jason, $4.500. Tier 2, 2 to 3 months in high-yield savings. Liquid, safe, still earning. Tier 3, overflow capital invested. Anything above that should work for you. This keeps safety without sacrificing growth. Most people never realize this system changes everything. Step 3. Reduce the size of the emergency itself. The cheapest emergency fund is a life with fewer emergencies. Lower fixed costs. Kill bad debt. Avoid expensive car payments. Increase insurance deductibles wisely. Build side income. The real reason is even worse. People focus on saving for disasters instead of designing a life less vulnerable to them. That mindset shift changes wealth forever. Step 4. Build income resilience. Your emergency fund should not be your only backup plan. Build freelance income, dividend cash flow, monetizable skills, consulting, online side businesses. The strongest emergency fund is income adaptability. Cash runs out. Skills don't. Section 5, Wealth Mindset Shift. Here's the deeper truth. The emergency fund lie is not that cash is bad. It's that cash alone creates the illusion of safety. Real financial freedom comes from systems. Liquidity. Low expenses. Flexible income. Smart investing. Emotional control. That's real safety. Because wealth is not built by hoarding money. It's built by giving every dollar a job. Some dollars protect. Some dollars grow. Some dollars create freedom. But here's where it gets dangerous. If every dollar is hiding in fear, none of it is building your future. That's why the people who look the safest often stay financially stuck the longest. The goal is not to feel safe today. The goal is to become stronger tomorrow. So let me ask you, how much cash are you holding that's secretly costing you future wealth? Drop your emergency fund amount in the comments and tell me. Do you still believe 6 months in cash is the best rule? And if you want more no BS finance psychology videos that expose the hidden traps keeping Americans broke, hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.